That's just for the thumbnail. Welcome back to the Two Tone Podcast, episode number 59. Back at it again. My name is Jalen Kill. Alongside me, as always.
Hey, okay.
How you been this week, kid? What you been up to?
Working. Working on scripts.
So you said you finally got the first draft done of your new script.
Yeah.
Have you teased what the genre is yet, or no?
I mean, it's an action film.
Action. Okay. That's pretty broad. I feel like there's, a lot of avenues you can go down with action. You got a time period you want to investigate? I know you're very
Well, I can't really investigate any because I don't have that money. But
fair enough. Any decade vibe you're going for? You might not be able to get it on camera, but you can kind of convey a certain time and period.
Probably like the 90s.
Okay, interesting. I've read the script a little bit, so I don't want to give away too much to the people if you don't want the premise of the script out there. But
I mean, I've had I finished the first draft. I wouldn't really say it's like there's some things on it that I don't really care for that I want to fix, but I can't think of anything right now, so I just added a stop to it for now.
I'm gonna say it's called a draft for a reason.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta be perfect. Nothing's perfect on the first try. No matter how hard you try, you're gonna have to go back and fix something.
I mean, there's some wording things that I've already fixed, but so far I like where it is.
It's just like when I finished editing the short film and I was like, hey, what do you think? And you're like, okay, so well, this needs changed and that needs changed. And I was like, this fucking guy. So I get what you. Goddamn. Sorry, the cat's going ham sandwich on his new toy out here. If you can hear it in the background, I don't know if you can. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's quite the process, just figuring out what you actually want in the script and, where you want to take the story.
Yeah. Also, I've fixed a lot of the dialogue problems because I've gone into too much detail with what they're saying instead of just ending it where it could have ended.
Yeah, I'm about to say there was a couple lines where it's just like saying the same thing twice, and then you know somebody rebuttals and then they said the same thing. So you're like, all right. It's just pacing kind of stuff that it takes practice, takes time to learn how to write something that's paced well.
Yeah.
We were talking the other day about, your short films tend to be a little longer, 15 with Spiff, Diff, and Kush. You ever thought about writing like something that's episodic?
Not really.
Is that something that interests you, or are you more looking to just like, create a world, build something, and then move on to something new?
I'd like to do an episodic thing, but I just feel like that's not really a thing people would be interested in watching because I feel like every episode would take like several months to make.
Well, yeah,
like I'd make one episode and then like a year later I'd make another episode instead of having like one episode and then a month later another episode.
Fair enough. I guess it depends on how dedicated the actors are and how much time you have to devote to it. I feel like you could bang it. Like if you had, like 2 locations, I feel like you could bang out like 2 or 3 episodes over a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's definitely something you'd have to be very much more prepared for,
Yeah.
Have like every second of the shoot planned out. But I was just thinking about that the other day, how you said you wanted to make, longer short films. And I was like, well, maybe, if you had a story that you wanted to explore that you think is a feature, you could try and make it into, 4 or 5 different parts, make it a little episodic kind of thing.
I mean, I plan at some point to make like an episodic thing, but not right now.
Fair enough. It definitely would take the right crew.
Yeah.
And cast. If you were to write a, like an episodic kind of thing, what do you have any idea what it would be about? Have you given it any thought?
Not really. Oh yeah, if like I don't really have like anything that would be like specifically episodic right now, but I I don't really know what I would make it about. Because I
Fair
mean,
enough.
usually like episodic stuff is like day in the life type of films. Like
Do what now? Sorry.
it's like day in the life type of films. Like a show I'm watching right now is called AP Bio.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a guy who went to Harvard who uh like falls out, or like he gets like he goes to Harvard. He graduates from Harvard. He works at Harvard for a while, but then
Uh huh.
he like destroys his own career and he's sent back home to his mom's house, and his mom passed away, and now he's working at um a high school, and he's the AP Bio teacher, but he doesn't teach AP Bio. He's a philosopher,
Interesting.
and so he's like trying to like get back at people and stuff, but he's using the class as his
I
way to
must say
get
I've
back
heard
at him.
about it. I've never really given it a shot.
But that's more like what I feel like episodic stuff is about, instead of like a bank robbery or like something like that.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, there's like what's it called? Like limited series, I think it's called. Where it's just like what's the one that came out recently? Everybody was talking about. Um, it's the one with the stalker chick,
With the what?
the stalker chick, and she's like following this guy around, and he's like, "I don't know you, bitch. I'm not your friend." And she's like, "What are you talking about? Sweetie pie nums? I don't remember what the fuck it's called.
I don't know.
Oh God, it's gonna annoy me. Um,
You probably ask Sam.
I'm gonna say we watched it. I don't remember. It was on Netflix, I think. Baby Reindeer.
Um, yeah, never heard of it.
Oh, dude, you gotta check it out. It's fucking crazy. It's a true story about this this dude. He wanted to become a comedian, and he works at this bar. And this chick comes in, and she's all like sad and whatnot. And then she's like, "Let me get a diet coke," and he's like, "It's on me." And then that just like sparks this whole like imaginary relationship in her head, and then she like stalks him, and then he ends up stalking her, and it's fucking crazy, dude. You gotta watch it. Uh, it's on Netflix. Check it out.
All right.
Um, but yeah, something like that. It was only like 8 episodes or something. But I feel like a sitcom kind of like AP Bio, or even like The Office. That's the example I'm gonna use. That's because that's what I know. Uh, but I feel like that's a whole story that they're getting into. It's like season upon season. I feel like you could wrap something up in within 5 episodes.
True.
As I was saying, kind of just take like a feature and just split it up into sections.
Kind of like Kill Bill.
I never seen Kill Bill actually, so I couldn't tell you. But I know there's like part one, part two,
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know.
Just thought I had the other day. Figured I'd ask you about it. All right, so today we got quite the interesting pick. I got quite a bit of notes on the film, so let's hop on into it. Hit subscribe, hey, 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 hit subscribe, hey, hit subscribe, hit subscribe, hit subscribe, hey, hit, hit subscribe, hit subscribe. You want to subscribe to the podcast? Ooh. Welcome back to the Two Toe Podcast. As I said before, my name is Jalen Kale. Alongside me, as always, TT Kale. So, what you want to hop into first? The album or the film of the week? Two interesting picks, I would say.
I say the album first.
Okay, so the album of the week rum, ba, 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 bum, is actually an EP. Got your ass. So, um, the I asked TT what he wanted for album of the week, and he was like something upbeat. I don't want nothing sad, and so I was like, okay, well, I'll give you sad and upbeat at the same time. So, uh, my pick is "Kill Yourself" Part 10, The Infinity Saga by the Suicide Boys. Okay, so this album or EP rather came out when I was graduating high school, and so I was bumping that shit in my car, for pre car accident. Uh, but I was bumping that shit in my car, just thinking I was the shit. And Suicide Boys is one of those bands that I feel like people don't really listen to it for the lyrics, they listen to it for the beat and like the feeling you get, and the vocals in it are almost like another instrument kind of. So I figured you would enjoy a little bit of Suicide Boys. What's your overall opinion on the EP?
Um, I
You got a
liked it.
top three?
Not top three.
Hmm?
What?
You have a top three off the EP?
Well, there's only 3 songs.
That's
Uh,
that's the joke. I'll be here all week.
but I mean, I liked it. There's just I know a lot of people that listen to them on a daily basis, and it's not my cup of tea. But
Fair enough. Do you really like much rap? I'm about to say I've recommended a couple albums, and
um,
it doesn't really seem to be your cup of Joe.
I mean, I don't really listen to rap that often.
Fair enough. I feel like nowadays I definitely don't listen to it as much as I had when I was younger, but I still go back every now and then, and I'm like, oh shit, forgot about this song.
You want to know what my music genre is?
Heh.
The Oingo no.
Oh my
Okay.
god, back at the fucking Oingo Boingos. Welcome back to the One Tone Podcast. No, well, I'm playing. But yeah.
I like more of like I don't know what you would consider that type of music. The Oingo Boingos. Would it be alt rock?
uh, kinda, yeah. I don't even know, honestly. I haven't really listened to it like in depth that much, but uh,
I've been getting back into like Tim Burton esque, like Halloween type of like rock music.
okay. Like what's his nuts? Danny Elfman type shit.
Yeah, like Danny Elfman, Rusty Cage.
Rusty Cage. What is that?
He's a musician who's obsessed with like uh dark shit. He made the knife game song,
Okay. Interesting.
but
You doing all right, buddy?
my hand itches. But like that type of music that's more like weird core or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Okay. I can get behind it. I always enjoy a nice weird song, but you definitely got to you got to do some researching because there are some questionable songs out there. But I can't really say I've listened to too much of Danny Elfman or any like Tim Burton esque kind of music, so I will have to check it out. What you said was Rusty Cage?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I mean,
back
I
to
could
the
send you a whole playlist, but I don't know if you'd want that.
fucking why not?
All right.
So back to Suicide Boys. So excuse me.
Like here's popularity, right?
Right.
Like all the popular songs.
Mm-hmm.
This is me. go in the opposite direction. I don't really hang out or care to listen to popular music.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
not
blame
my
you at
type
all.
of
I
thing.
must say, I couldn't even tell you like four Taylor Swift songs, or
I
like
hate people that are just obsessed with like a famous person just because they have one good song.
yeah, it does happen quite a bit of times,
Like,
and
oh
then
my
they
god, Taste by Sabrina Carpenter, so good. Sabrina Carpenter is amazing. She's a lyrical genius. Like,
and then she starts doing risque shit on stage, and everybody's like, "Oh, period, bitch," and then drops her album, and then now she's fucking world famous.
yeah, like I just, I'm not. I've never really cared to listen to popular music or mainstream music.
I don't blame you at all. It oftentimes feels very cookie cutter. You a song is bad when you can listen to it and be like, boom, boom, chi, dun, dun, chi, dun, 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 and you're like, oh shit, it's about to change, and then it changes exactly how you thought it was, and it's like, that's fucking boring.
I mean, I wouldn't really say that like the Suicide Boys are mainstream, but they're close, in
They're
my
definitely getting
opinion.
there. I'm about to say back when that EP came out, they definitely were not mainstream, but I found them before they were famous. Actually, shouts out Bob for showing me the Suicide Boys.
Uh, there's just like people who pull like um I'm not name dropping, but it's a guy that we work with that plays fucking Juice WRLD nonstop. And it's like, bro, find new music.
Used to work
Yeah.
with.
Like people like that just play the same thing over and over. Like I get it, you like them. You don't need to play them every single time.
I must. There's also like so much more music you could find that's like adjacent to the music that you like.
Yeah.
Branch out your variety. But alas, people find one person and then put their identity into that person. I guess.
I feel like I find a bunch of like cool artists and then I send them to you and you're like, I don't know who the fuck this is. I'm like, listen to it and you're like, right. Then you listen to it and you're like, it's actually really good.
Yeah,
Or this
eight
is
times out
actually
of 10.
decent.
8 times out of 10, and then you send me the Oingo Boingos, and then
You only hate them because their name. You like
it
their
is a fucking
music.
terrible name. Okay, I will honestly give. Okay, so next week we will flip, and you will give me another fucking Oingo Boingos album, and try and change my mind on this fucking band. Okay.
You've literally told me that the one time you like we were at work and you came in or no you were there and I came in. You were like, Theo, I know I told you that I fucking hate the Oingo Boingos, but I was listening to some of their shit earlier. It smacks, and I went, yeah. And you went, but the name's awful. And I went, okay.
I I believe I said that, but I don't remember the music at all, so I couldn't even fucking tell you. I listen to so much music, it is ridiculous. Oh, speaking of listening to so much fucking music, pull up your Spotify Wrapped. I want to see what kind
oh
of numbers you
jeez.
putting out. Oh Jesus.
Well, I'm just letting you know that I play music when I sleep, so my Spotify Wrapped is filled with depressing, sad music. Even though I don't listen to them on a regular basis.
Why you listen to it when you go to sleep?
I'm trying to go to sleep, bro. I don't want some motherfucking goddamn Skrillex in my ear making some random ass fucking noises.
Well, you ain't got to put on fucking damn.
So what are we looking for?
That's a good question.
Minutes listened?
Yeah, I think it'll be at the end.
183,223 minutes.
God damn. That's a lot of fucking minutes, T. I thought I was balling out, bro. I had 56,000 or 46,000.
I'm also listening to music when I sleep, so I mean,
Yeah, I'm about to
most of
say
that's probably
that's
from
fucking
when I sleep.
cheating. That's fucking cheating.
But you want to hear my top artists?
Oh,
These
yeah,
are all
okay.
people that I listen to when I go to sleep because I don't want to fucking have screamo in my ear. John Vinyl
Who the
or
fuck is
Joan
that?
Vinyl. He's got some pretty good songs.
Okay.
The Red Clay Strays,
Gas.
Hoiser,
Hosier.
Hosier. I don't know how to say that name. Henrik and The Weekend.
Sorry. What was the fourth one?
Henrik
Who the fuck is that?
and The Weekend. He's a new artist.
Never even heard of him. All right, you want to hear my top artist?
Sure.
You never guess number one.
Tyler the Creator.
Yes, sir. Number two. All right, you'll really never guess number two.
Daniel Caesar.
Nope. All right, so number two is a artist I found on Instagram a while ago. Their
Oh,
name
the
is
the girl that goes, I'm gonna smoke some motherfucking weed till I die. It's that
no,
girl.
no. With the Q is not my number two artist. Oh goddamn! I really wish I had that on fucking film because that
Was
y'all
it
had to
Sam
be
with
there.
you?
Y'all had to be there. Yeah. Okay, so my number two artist is a rapper I found on Instagram. Her name is Critter. Uh, kind of like if Suicide Boys were guys from, Gen, whatever the
Z.
fuck we are.
Gen Z.
Yeah, sure. If the Suicide Boys were a woman from Gen Z, that's what Critter's kind of vibe is. I feel like. All right, number three, Eliminate. As a EDM artist. Number four, Kendrick. And number five, Frank Ocean. What was your top song? That's the real question.
I only listened to this song for like 2 or 3 days, and it's on my sleep list. But Beautiful Things.
Beautiful Things by who?
I don't remember his name.
Benson Boone.
Yeah.
Why do I know this song? You alright, T? You doing okay? You need somebody to talk to.
It was okay.
Welcome back to the Two Tone Therapy Podcast. All right, T. What's going on here, bud? You listening to Benson Boone while you sleeping? That's all right. You either gay or you depressed. Okay. Either way, it's gonna be all right. All right. You want to hear my top song?
Literally all of my songs are songs that I listen to when I sleep, and I've never really listened to them other than that time.
He said I woke up to those songs at 2:00 in the morning, but I've never really listened to them. All right, here we go. Oh Jesus Christ! All right, before they fucking
You want to
copyright
listen
strike
to
me.
the song that I've listened to the most, that I like actually listen to and not listen to while I'm sleeping? First I need to find the
If it's another Benson Boone song, I swear to God.
I need to find the playlist first.
Oh, is that song that's like these beautiful things that I've done?
Yeah.
Say.
Yes.
This
This is the song I listen to. No, I'm joking.
Shouts out.
I'm joking.
I fucking clocked my teeth with the goddamn microphone.
I don't know. There's so many good songs on this playlist.
On your rap playlist?
Huh?
On your Spotify Wrapped playlist?
No, on my playlist that I listen to.
There should be one that's titled on repeat. It's not like it's not part of the Wrapped. It's just part of like the algorithm of Spotify.
Where would you find it?
Maybe search on repeat or and then go to like the playlist tab. I think there's a little.
Well, they're all songs that I listen to while I sleep.
Well, got my ass. Well, never mind. That's enough about fucking Spotify Wrapped. I just was curious about how many minutes or whatever the fuck it was. But that's
All
fucking
right,
crazy. 180,000. This man is the top listener of Spotify.
I'm part of the 0.5%.
0.05 or 0.5?
0.5.
Okay.
Or wait, no, it might be 0.05. I don't remember.
I would imagine 0.05. That's fucking crazy. Fucking, what did you say? 180,000?
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. Goddamn. I gotta get my numbers up.
$180,000. Or wait, 183,223 minutes.
God damn.
How many is that in hours?
Let's do a little bit of math here. How many did you say?
183,223
Yeah.
minutes.
I typed minutes into the calculator. God damn, that's a lot of fucking hours. 3,050 3,053 hours in fucking music.
And how many days is that?
You listen to music for 127 days out of the year. What the fuck? Divided by 365. You listen to music for 35% of the year. That is ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous?
That's a lot of fucking time. Well, I mean, it makes sense that you do it when you're sleeping and you're 35%. Because, 35% alive. Or alive. 30.
Yep, I'm 35% alive, Jalen.
You're 33% of your time in life is spent asleep. So it checks out. So by the power of the deduction and you're fucking cheating, you really only listen to music 2% of the year. Fucking caught your ass. Thought you was slick, huh? Thought you was slick, motherfucker.
All right, hitting me with the Steiner math.
If I do 25% likelihood that I'll beat you, and 75% likelihood that you go to sleep, and then times that by how hard I'm gonna hit you in the head, you lost. Steiner math.
Jalen.
Hmm.
The best song
The best song.
is right here. Hold up.
I say,
Gotta get to the part.
finally found the song, eh? It's beautiful things that I've done.
I'm 6 feet from
Yes, and I'll figure
maybe 6
out. All right, before there's fucking copyright the video.
I played that yesterday, and Kyle hated it.
It's a classic.
Kyle's a hater.
Or the Holy Diver. That's my fucking karaoke song. Holy Diver, you've been gone too long in the midnight sea. Fucking banger, dog. Can't go wrong with it. This is a singing heavy episode. Good lord.
Mr. Myers is also a banger
I don't think I know that one.
by Evan Horner.
Yeah, I don't know this song.
I'm Mr. Myers, how are you?
Yeah, I never heard it. I'll have to check it out. Goddamn. We got lost. All right. Back to the album of the week. So, Suicide Boys, I found them in high school, was bumping their shit, and I forgot about this one song, the middle song on the EP, "Hung Myself for a Persona."
You hung yourself.
Oh, I didn't
I
do
want to
it.
get that checked out.
I didn't do it. All right, calm down. Um, but this song was the crux of many of arguments in high school. You know, the first song on the album, banger. Last song on the album, banger. The middle song, it's up for debate. But
It's not an album. It's an EP.
first song on the EP, banger. Last song on the EP, banger. The meat in the sandwich is questionable. It's like a bologna sandwich. The album is a bologna sandwich. There you go. But it starts off like this. And I was like, okay, so in high school, all the homies was like, the beginning part is so ass. And I was like, what you mean? Ruby fucking killed the first part. So, I come with a question, T.
Mm-hmm.
Boom or doom?
I don't remember the whole song, so I couldn't tell you.
Just the first part. You like it or not?
It's alright.
Bologna sandwich. Bada bing, bada boom. Big stretch.
Yep.
Okay, so enough about the album of the week. Let's hop into this fucking movie that you have me watch, okay? So tell the people about the film of the week.
Van Helsing.
Okay, so what the fuck you been smoking, big dog? What is this movie? This shit was wild as fuck, okay?
So I was scrolling on YouTube's,
Right.
and I came across a Corridor Crew channel video, and they were doing
Okay.
the VFX artist react,
The dots are lining up here.
and the
The dots are lining up.
the first video they reacted to was the first movie they reacted to was Van Helsing,
Uh-huh.
and the CGI in it is pretty fucking good for 2004.
For 2004, yeah. Okay, so that was my first question. When the fuck did this movie come out?
2004.
Okay, so give them a little pat on the back, and if they want to remaster a movie, we found it. Because watching the VFX nowadays, I was watching and I was like, oh, okay. But
I mean, it still holds up pretty well, in my opinion. There's just some questionable parts, like the female
it's okay.
vampires.
Or like when the fucking building blew up, that part was fucking rough. I have notes. Okay, so damn, where to start? From the very beginning. So, spoiler alert if you're not familiar with the story. So pretty much let me get the story straight here. So Frankenstein
Yeah.
Dr. Frankenstein makes the monster, right?
Mhm.
And so it's alive, and then the Dracula kind of guy, he's all, give me the power, and he kills Frankenstein, right?
He tries to, or he did. Yeah, he did.
I'm pretty sure he did, but anyways, so he's like, the whole crux of the story is he's trying to find something to complete the equation for creating life, so that the Dracula character can make all these babies and run over the world, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, why did they feel the need to put 17 different mythical characters into this one story?
Well, they got Frankenstein, Dracula, Hunchback, Notre Dame.
I put him like that.
Uh, who else?
So, Frankenstein. Excuse me. Frankenstein, Dracula, the Igor, vampires, giants, Jekyll and Hyde, a zombie,
Wait, who? Jekyll and Hyde.
the guy that was in uh the church, or he wasn't. It wasn't a church, but it was like
The
a building.
Gravedigger.
No, no, it was the big old giant guy. He like found the cigar that was like all fucking wet and soggy on one end, and he went in this building, and then
Oh,
the big
Yeah,
ass
yeah,
guy
yeah,
and he
yeah.
cut his arm off,
yeah.
flew through the window.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like
So Jekyll and Hyde, and then who else?
there was like a zombie or some other shit. But there was, there's a lot of fucking crazy ass
Mhm.
characters going on here. So I was just confused on why so many.
Oh, the werewolves.
Yeah, didn't even fucking get the werewolves. There's like 9 different fucking mythical characters,
What was the question about them?
Why so many? Why, I feel like there was so many.
Because it's about Van Helsing, and Van Helsing is
Uh-huh.
a bounty hunter for spiritual, mythical animals / things.
Oh, that was another part that I was that thought was interesting in the film. They're like the church kind of like runs it all. They're kind of like the Illuminati kind of
Yeah.
figure in the film.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was oddly accurate. Be safe. But it was just kind of weird that they, hit that point in the film, and I was like, oh, they kind of do.
Well.
They figured it out. Cracked the code. But okay, back to the notes. My next note was CGI looks weird.
CGI looks weird.
If I could read my own handwriting.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, there's some parts where it looks weird, but I feel like the part where Dracula gets thrown into the fire and he literally is burning and then reincarnates his
yeah. Reincarnates his body.
Yeah. I think that part was sick, but what else?
I mean, now that I know it's from 2004, that's some pretty decent CGI for the time. But looking back onto it, there's definitely some parts where you're like, oh, this could have, I thought it was a more recent film, so
Yeah, no, it's from 2004.
that's on me. I didn't do the research. I just watched it. This movie is, it's definitely a bro ass movie. Like, you got fucking Dracula fighting a werewolf. Some hot ass bitch comes in and fucking give me your neck, type shit. It's fucking action the whole way through. It's fucking very interesting pick. I don't know if I like it or not. It's kind of like bordering on the edge of like, is this intentionally supposed to be like funny bad, or
Next
is it
film of
just
the
like,
week, The Room. No, I'm joking.
or is it just like unintentionally ironic,
Yeah.
I don't know what I think
Wyman's
about
really
the film.
staring at the screen hardly.
Yeah, he's been watching fucking TV with us recently. Like, we'll put on a show and he'll just lay there like that and just watching TV with us. He's a fucking goofball. Anyways, back to the film. Oh, I thought it was funny how a Russian accent automatically equals bad guy. Like the vampire chicks come in, they're like, "We want to suck your blood." Like there's a terrible Russian accent. But
Yeah.
I just think it's funny how every movie you're like, oh shit, the Russian guy. I bet he's the bad guy. And fucking holy shit, the Russian guy's the bad guy. The scene with the fucking cow was crazy. All right, when she picked the cow up and then it threw it into the fucking building,
Yeah.
that was crazy. Just the premise of that is wild in the middle of this movie. One thing I didn't like about the film was like the Anna, the uh
The chick.
princess or whatever, fucking Transylvania or whatever,
Yeah.
the leader chick. All of the fucking stunts that she had, they just looked terrible.
Terrible.
Or it was just like very unrealistic. She'd like swing from like one thing and then by the end of the rope just catch it and then swing all the way across this fucking ravine. And I'm like, okay, bitch, you would have fallen off. You know, reached for it and just slipped right out your hands. They needed to make that a realistic adventure kind of movie, you know. These friends get split up in the woods and then it's just about how they all fucking died in stupid ways because they thought they could do shit. That okay. Nobody fucking steal that. I'm gonna write that movie. Um,
My my favorite part was the fry.
the friar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I related to that character so much when they were in the beginning when he was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh, that I've protected for 12 years." And he's like, "What does it do?" And he's like, "I don't know, but one one day it'll come in handy." And I was like, "Damn,
My
me
favorite
as fuck."
part is when he finally figured out what it does, and he's like,
Yeah,
"I figured it out." And he's like, "Jump out the window! I figured it out, though."
he's like, "This is the big ass bomb that fucking blew the whole building up."
Um, there was also
Also,
some funny parts with him
I'm gonna say he was definitely the
when he
comedic relief or whatever you say.
when he went through the portal and got scared and turned around and ran back into the portal, but
Yeah, it was just the
didn't
wall.
allow him to go back through.
Just fucking turned around. He said, "I'm out of here." Smacked right into the fucking wall.
Uh,
Um. Oh, one shot that I really enjoyed from the film. Um. I always enjoy like a shot that's like from the ground looking up and rotating, or from the top looking down, rotating in. You know. I don't know why, but I'm just like, very nice. You know. Pat on the back for that one shot. I don't even remember what part of the movie he was in, but shouts out to you. Um. Oh yeah, of course this motherfucker got bit. God damn, I was watching this film and I was like, shit, he's gonna really do it. He's gonna kill the fucking big bad. And then she was like, "What is that?" Got bit. How you gonna get bit, dude? How you the one that's supposed to kill him? How you gonna become a werewolf? Spoiler alert. I think I already said that,
I don't know.
but
Stories be doing that all the time.
the story was questionable at times. The effects were questionable at times, but overall, I gave it like a 7 out of 10 for 2004.
Yeah.
Not bad. What else came out in 2004? It was like Spider-Man or some shit.
I think I don't know. Let me look it up.
It was around that time. All right. While you're looking that up, I want to set up TT's Toks and then we can skibbity toilet out of here. Bum 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 bum.
The Polar Express apparently came out in 2004.
Do what?
The Polar Express.
What a banger. Check. Okay.
Secret Window came out in 2004.
I don't know what that is.
The movie I chose for one of the films of the week with Johnny Depp. And
What was it about?
so Johnny Depp is a writer. He's a writer. He doesn't know what he wants to write. And he meets this guy. Like, he goes through this, like, mental breakdown and basically is the
Let me
bad
see
guy.
if
in
I
the
can't
film.
find my notes for the pod list. There we go. That's what I wanted. What was it called?
Secret Window. It was like one of the first ones.
Was it really? It was the first one. I don't remember that film. Mm, where's like the?
The what?
That's what I wanted. Like the little description. While in the process of an ugly divorce from his wife, writer Mort Rainey, played by Johnny Depp, relocates to a remote cabin in upstate New York, attempting to recover from his mental health. Rainey has the misfortune of being found by John Shooter, farmer that claims Rainey plagiarized his work. At first, Rainey ignores the accusations, but Shooter has no intention of quietly disappearing. Soon, Shooter becomes increasingly vicious in his quest for retribution. Huh. I totally remember watching it, but I couldn't even tell you what happens in the film. I know I just read like exactly what happens in the film, but I couldn't tell you from memory if I had to. All right. Might have to check it out again. Seems interesting. Okay. So, on to TT's Toks. First up, the fucking gasp I gasped when I fucking first saw this. It took me. I honestly thought I was gonna have to call Peter. I was like, what? Fucking WWE his ass off the top rope. Okay. Some of these are quick, so you gotta be ready. This one is not. Is this Battlefield
Yeah.
2042 or whatever?
Yeah.
I just thought this kill was sick as shit. Throw a knife. Get clapped.
I would have just turned off the console after that,
Oh yeah, yeah. Is somebody fucking flying squirrel throwing knives your ass?
especially from that far.
Yeah. This is me doing dishes at work, I swear to God.
Uh,
Fucking just broke the sink in half. This fucking guy again.
technically 11, 3 months, but still.
He said, "Oh, what is that?" He said, "Nope, I'm done. I'm out of here. Fuck all that." This one's good. Just squigging around. What is this one? I don't know what this is. Oh yeah. Bruh, I swear to God. Wake up and you're just like, fuck, I might as well go back to sleep. Alright, last one. This is me as fuck.
Just imagine you go into the bathroom and you see Clemente doing
Fuck
this
it.
shit.
Oh, I pissed myself right there, bro. I swear to God, I would piss my pants. That shit would be actually fucking hilarious. Oh, Lord. Okay. There we go. Check. Okay. I want to say thank you one more time for watching the Two Tone Podcast. Check it out. Music video Mondays, Two Tone Podcast Tuesdays, gaming videos on Thursdays. So, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're locked in for all of the uploads we got coming for you in the next few weeks. You got anything you want to plug, T, before we skibbity toilet riz?
First of all, never say that again. Second of all, check out the Spiff Diffy Kush and hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel.
Oh, on your YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button on this YouTube channel. Do me a favor. Okay. I think we're at 72 now.
This chair isn't moving.
Well. Are you alright? What is the problem?
I didn't know you could move the top part of the chair.
Yeah, it moves. It's like you lean all the way back but kind of sit up. It's very convenient. Okay. We already got the thumbnail. You ain't got to keep doing weird shit. All right. Thank you.
That's weird.
And this has been the Two Tone Podcast. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe, or I'm gonna come into your house and eat all of the food from all your mouse traps. I'm gonna eat all the food from the mouse trap. Oh, if you're listening to this, if you're listening, be prepared for a rap album.